Alright guys, welcome back. Well, check this big bad boy out, huh? Finally got it. So this is the Stihl MS 881 and I ordered it with a 36-inch bar. I've had this thing on order for, it has to be at least a year and a half. And it finally came in. I think I ordered this when I ordered the 500i. So pretty excited. I mean, is it going to get much use? Probably not, but I wanted it because I wanted this saw for the last 5 years. You know, previous it was 880, whatever. I just wanted just to add to the fleet. So I do have the 066, 461, 500i, 371, bunch of smaller saws, you know, top handles, whatever, for tree work. So so I just wanted it. I mean, well, I just ordered the 41-inch bar with this because I usually have the 36-inch bar in my 066, which never gets used unless we're doing like a big base where we kind of have to cut it all at once versus, you know, one side versus the other. So anyways, first impressions, you know, just like all the newer saws, it has, you know, redesigned like shroud covers, I guess you could say. The new caps, which has been around for a while. I haven't started it yet. There's no fuel in it. There's no bar oil. But this is, it's hard to probably tell on camera, but this is a big saw. So I'll grab my 066. So yeah, it's a little older saw, but to kind of give you a comparison on the head unit here, the size. See if you guys can see that. Yeah. So look at the size difference with the head unit, how much bigger the 881 is. Hopefully you can see the difference. It's just drastically bigger. It's just a big saw. You know, then you compare it to like my 500 or 461, that thing's twice the size. Yeah, it's heavy, but it should cut as fast as I need it to when I need it to. Put this back. But so it does run the 404 chain, so obviously it's a little bigger chain, but that's a 36-inch bar, no big teeth on here. Turn it around. But just this unit here is just gigantic. It's just huge. Obviously, you're going to have to start it when it's decompressed. Like I said, I haven't even pulled on it. I haven't done a thing with it yet. I think I got a job coming up where I could use it. Not that I need it, but I may just use it just because. So, like I said, I'm pretty excited that I got it finally. I mean, I've been waiting on this saw for so long. So I'm excited I finally get to add it to the fleet. I don't know if you could tell just by how big it is comparable to me, how big the head unit is, but it's pretty big. This is the biggest saw that I know of that Stihl makes, so I'm pretty excited to finally own it. And I know the mufflers, all the new mufflers on the new saws that I know of are pretty restrictive. I don't know if I'll take this off and put a bark box or whatever they call it, because I did that on my 500i and it's loud. I mean, I feel like it runs a little better, but I don't think I'll need to do that on here, because obviously the more power it adds, the louder it's going to be. I don't know. I mean, how much louder do you need it? Maybe, we'll see. I probably will because I'm into performance, so we'll see. I don't know if it adds anything or not, but yeah, that's it. That's finally, I got the 881. Like I said, I'll put the 41-inch bar on there just because if you're ever cutting a big tree, it'd be nice to have a couple extra inches there. So, like I said, I have the 661 that I don't know when the last time I used it. That saw rips really good. It's very powerful. I used to have an 044, which I forgot why I sold that saw, but that saw would blow the doors off my 461 all day. I love that saw. I used to run a 28-inch bar on that guy, and that saw used to rip. They don't make them like that anymore. I know if you port the new 461 or 462, they rip pretty good. So I don't know. I may do that to my 461. I should. Now that I have the 500i, I don't really use the 461 except for when I'm cutting logs up or whatever to be processed. So So I don't know, I may spend a couple $100 on it to get it ported and whatnot, because then I know it'll rip pretty good. So we'll see. I may even do that to this guy. Not that I have to. I may just do it just to do it. So I would love to put the 59-inch bar on here, but I mean, just transporting that, I mean, it's just, we don't have that kind of trees around here to have something that big unless you're milling with it or something. But so no, I'm pretty excited to add it to the fleet. So obviously it was expensive. You know, this setup right here is $2,200, but I'll use it from time to time. I'm sure I may start having to use my 660 just to start using it. It's a lot lighter than this guy, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll get you guys in closer so you can maybe get a little better view of it here. Let's see what I got here. Get you guys closer. Yeah, that's the 881 there. 3-foot bar, nothing crazy. I mean, I've run 3-foot bars many times, but 28's ideal, I think, on a mid-size saw. When you start getting all that rotational weight, I mean, it's powerful. You know, it could kick back pretty quick. That's why my 660, I usually like putting a 28-inch bar on there, because anything more than that around here is just too big. So, but no, she's a big powerhouse. Big dogs there. Nothing to mess around with when you got that much power. But so no, like I said, finally I get this saw. It'd be nice just to look at, but I'll use it. Like I said, we'll see. I may put I guess they're pretty quiet to begin with, so I may put something else on there. I like sound, so. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I think tomorrow I'll have some processing videos, but stay tuned though, because I'll try to see if I can use this on any tree and see how fast I can get her to cut, and my review on it, how heavy it is, how hard to start. It'd probably be pretty hard for a while because it's bone dry, so I'll be pulling on this big guy for a while, I think. But yeah, 404 chain, I've never run one of those, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I've run, my 660 just has the standard chain. I don't even know what size you would call that, but this is the standard chain on it, so I'm curious to see how this is. The 41-inch bar that I did order, I ordered the skip tooth on there just because that's a big bar, and I know this is gonna grab really hard, so, which is fine. It's got the power to do it, so. But yeah, if you guys like what you see, obviously subscribe, comment if you want, comment if you guys have ran this saw before, what your thoughts are, what you think of Stihl to begin with. I'm a Stihl guy. I've been a Stihl guy for, I don't know, 10, 15 years now, so a lot of my buddies run Husqvarna and stuff, and you know, they're probably a little bit cheaper, but I've had good luck with Stihl, and I always run ethanol-free fuel in there, and I've never had an issue, and never had a saw blow up. Power-wise, I think they're all comparable. They all make good stuff, so. But yeah, but as always, keep burning.